Hello, Richard from budgetguitarist.com. Today I'm going to share 10 prog groups that have live performances on YouTube. Now some of these go back to the 70s and some are modern. These are not the 10 best live performances of bands. They're not necessarily the 10 best bands. They're just 10 that I've been watching recently. Check them out if you're interested. All the links are in the description below this video. And as you will see, there are some interesting connections between these bands. Let's get started. So here's the disclaimer. When I put this video together and posted these links, they all worked. They might not remain active forever. Let's get on with it. Transatlantic is a group of musicians from a bunch of different bands in different countries, hence the name. It's made up of members from Spock's Beard, the Flower Kings, Marillion, and Dream Theater. They're sort of like Old Styx meets Old Kansas, but with monster chops. This is a great show. Neil Morse is one of the main singers, and he was once the main singer in Spock's Beard. Spock's Beard got their name from the famous Star Trek episode Mirror, Mirror for obvious reasons. Spock's Beard is still together, but Neil Morse, the lead singer, left immediately after making the band's best album, Snow. That's just my opinion. Spock's Beard reunited to perform Snow live, which they filmed. And I've got a link to the video. The music is phenomenal. If you watch the Sweetwater YouTube channel, you might recognize the drummer for Spock's Beard, Nick DiVirgilio. Nick left Spock's Beard and became the drummer for the next band I'm going to talk about. Big Train is a prog band currently looking for a new lead singer. The lead singer, David Longdon, died in November of 2021 in an accident. And David was a flat-out amazing singer. This band features a brass section and the music is really different. It's hard to put them in a box. It sounds like folk, then classical, then hard rock, all within 60 seconds. Check out the concert link. It's actually a video of 2 full concerts. Wait until you hear this guy hit the high notes. When he nails the high notes, he'll remind you of Peter Gabriel. When Phil Collins left Genesis, as a matter of fact, David was one of the small number of people selected to audition for Genesis. And I have no idea why Genesis didn't choose him. Speaking of Genesis, Genesis filmed the concert I linked to back when Phil was singing lead, but Steve Hackett was still in the band. It is a great concert. Genesis put out one album after Phil Collins left the band. That's the one that, David Longdon auditioned for. And they didn't choose David Longdon. But take a wild guess who played drums on some of the songs on the last Genesis album, Calling All Stations. Yep. Our old friend from Spock's Beard and Big Train, Nick DiVirgilio. Now, there's another drummer connection here. In the summer of 1974, Genesis was touring the album Selling England by the Pound, and they played a show in Buffalo, New York. In the audience sat a young drummer named Neil, who was blown away by the band, especially by Phil's drumming. Phil was a big influence on this young drummer, who shortly after the concert would go on to join the next band I'm going to talk about, Rush. There are tons of Rush concerts on YouTube, but I'm going old school with a 1974 live set on TV. As a side note, I saw the Moving Pictures tour, and it was indeed amazing. Rush guitarist Alex Lifeson is a big fan of our next band. As a matter of fact, he played a guitar solo on one of the band's albums. The album was Fear of a Blank Planet, and the band was... Porcupine Tree started out doing stuff that sounded like early Pink Floyd, and then moved into the prog metal scene when lead singer Steven Wilson produced some albums for Opeth. Porcupine Tree is one of my favorite prog bands. They just recently got back together, and they're putting out a new album this summer. The concert I linked to is amazing. Drummer Gavin Harrison is one of the best rock drummers of all time. Gavin Harrison also plays with King Crimson, and he was once a member of The Tangent. The Tangent is a British prog rock band led by Andy Tillotson. There are several live videos of the Tangent, but the audio quality isn't all that good. So I've decided to link to a live in the studio performance, which is really good. Now, Theo Travis is the sax and flute player in the Tangent, and he also once played with Steven Wilson on a few of Wilson's solo records. Speaking of Steven Wilson's first solo album didn't interest me, nor did his second, but for his third solo album, he made an epic prog album called The Raven That Refused to Sing, and it is amazing. Marco Miniman on drums, Guthrie Govan on guitar. On YouTube, some creative person cobbled together a playlist of the tour for that album with all the songs, and it's pretty great. That's what I linked to below. When Wilson recorded The Raven That Refused to Sing, he decided to get the best sound engineer he could find for prog rock, the man who engineered Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, this guy. And he is, of course, Alan Parsons. Alan calls his live touring group the Alan Parsons Live Project. If you dig back in the YouTube archives, you can find a concert that features several members of the original Alan Parsons Project, including my favorite guitar player, Ian Berenson. The concert I linked to is one of the last times that Ian toured with Alan, and it's a great concert. Alan Parsons had a friend who was a famous singer in a famous band, and one year they decided their two bands should tour together, and they did. And that band was ELO. ELO was a progressive rock band. I don't care what anybody says. They were very progressive. I've linked to a great concert where the band was at an all-time high. No auto-tune, no fix it in the mix, just a great band led by a great singer and songwriter, Jeff Lynne. And that covers the 10 concert links you'll find in the description section for this short video. I left out Pink Floyd, Kansas, yes, Dream Theater, Camel, Blackfield, Gentle Giant, Pineapple Thief, King Crimson, Moron Police, who are a relatively new band and they're amazing, and a lot of other great bands. But I had to pick 10 live performances, and I did. I know this was a short one, but I can't play guitar right now, so it was the best I can do. And if you made it this far, I strongly encourage you to check out the links and check out some of these concerts. I think you'll be glad you did. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next Friday at 5.